I like to throw these in here. I'm not sure how well they fit. That's going to be a good one for the sports show. I hope you guys will look forward to that. We're going to utilize there quite a bit, actually.
Ever wondered what goes on behind the microphone at J&J Production Studios? From mental health to entertainment news, art, music, education, and sports. We've got it all. Whether you're chilling at home or on the go, we've got your entertainment covered. Connect with us everywhere. Follow us on Facebook and join our Discord community. And for exclusive perks, become a Patreon member. Your support keeps our podcasts top-notch. Hit that subscribe button now. Let's make every listen count together.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, the one and only, PodzQuad. This is the variety showcast that will bring to your earholes and eye sockets the most phenomenal web series events showcasing comedy, the ghetto media news, video games, sports, business and a sponsored game show. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, at PodzQuad. Tonight's episode features the prolific, magical groundbreaker, Poegosi, of Drunk Wizard Gaming. The Fountain of Creation, Dini Black, from Vigilantes Radio Live. The leader of the Third Light Warrior mission, author, recording artist, certified life coach. The multifaceted, Pastor Ice. Success mindset, and business coach, wife, mother, and entrepreneur, Alicia Dampier. Vegan chef and educator, Sean McDuffie. Musician, martial artist, podcast producer, and the host / co-creator of What's Up Bro podcast show, the complex and compassionate, Sam Crow.
Complex and compassionate.
To a T. To a T.
What a way to jump into the show. Welcome, guys. This is episode 104 of the PodzQuad HQ. My name is Dini, and I'm with the homies. Woo! Sam Crow is in the house. SK Mac is in the house, and Pastor K Ice is definitely in the house. And it's Thursday, so it is almost Friday. I don't know what you guys have planned. Do I have any plans? I don't think so. You guys have any plans?
I do.
Nope.
Not really.
Just waiting for that Tyson fight.
Me and my friend are going to start the day riding the train to a bookstore. We're going to read, and then we're going to go from there to a cafe, and then we're going to end the night at the fight.
Wow.
Nice.
Riding a train to the bookstore.
Yeah.
That sounds real like movie-ish, you know.
Yeah, we wanted autumn vibes. I mean, this is just my life. It happens to sound like a movie. I mean, I can't do anything about that.
Like you would anyway.
That is cool. So is this like a date or something?
A date? No. This is me and one of my teaching buddies.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're really both into Harry Potter, and I just got the last book in the series, so I'm excited to read it.
If it was a date, I don't think you'd be going to a bookstore first thing. So
why wouldn't I?
You never know.
I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't I want to go to a bookstore for my first date?
I didn't say you wanted to. I'm just saying if you, I don't know if that would be necessarily the first choice, but
why wouldn't it?
It's cool. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on the person.
Yeah. There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't come off as a person who enjoys bookstores.
Well, you do,
both
but it depends.
Both of them gotta enjoy it.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
You gotta make sure your date will enjoy it.
That implies that, you know, I have poor taste in character, and that I don't.
Nope, no, it does not. That just means you didn't pre-screen your date before the date started. That's all.
Who doesn't do that in this day and age? Who doesn't do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you
Who doesn't do that? Who doesn't plug their date into Google at least?
So that means if we check your search history, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, if you check my search history, I mean, you won't find anything.
Okay, all right.
You won't find anything. I leave no
He
trace.
searches
No
in
trace.
vanish mode.
You search in vanish mode. You search behind VPNs. You just
You delete your browser history. Yeah, we got it. Yep. Okay.
yeah, because I don't need people in my business.
Hey, y'all heard about the toy company for that new movie Wicked?
Mm-hmm.
And so on the
Oh, they printed the site on the back of the.
they were supposed to put wickedmovie.com. They put wicked.com, a typo. And that's
Which is actually owned by a porn company.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoops.
Yeah.
whoops!
I was
Yeah,
like,
one
oh,
job.
real?
That's so unfortunate because I think this is gonna be an instant classic. It's gonna be one of the pictures of the time, and I can't wait to see it. I have my ticket purchased for an early screening, so I cannot wait until next week. I just hate that happened because
Yeah, now
they
it's
can
time
pull
for
them off the
scandal.
shelves and clean it up, but now like the only way you can bounce back from that is buying out that website and canceling it.
Mm.
Hey,
Which-
that's
Or
Yeah.
the movie does so well that everyone forgets.
It's so
Possibly.
close that I don't
Possibly.
think like because that's an easy mistake to make when you want to look it up. Is to not type in Wicked movie, but to type in Wicked.
Yeah.
it's on a whole bunch of toys on the
Damn.
box.
Yeah.
Unless they throw the box away. Hey, that's
Yeah.
how my kids. That's how my kids ran into porn. One day they it was like I remember like 10 years old. Yokin was 10, so Kenya 9, Yakai probably like 5. So they typed in one of them cartoons, man, one of them animated cartoons, and by one letter it was off, and they got introduced to porn. So I confronted them. They told me what happened. They told me exactly what happened. So I got the story, and it was crazy though.
Man, let me tell you how I got introduced to porn. I was at this where was I? At a convention center. And in the stall there was a number that said call me. And it had this number. So I called the number on this payphone. I said, hey big boy.
Hey phone.
Nothing. That's how I was introduced.
Oh
Used to be like these call numbers way back in the day.
Yeah, Sean doesn't remember those. He's too young for that.
So we got into it by looking at magazines, Playboy magazines.
Well,
That's
that
even
came
older.
later on visiting my cousins.
Yeah.
And they was like, D, let me show you something. Let me show you something. They open the book and like
And at the internet, there's no need for those anymore.
I just walked down the street.
yeah.
Get away with a whole industry.
Yeah, you just walk down the street.
I remember Pastor I used to go to church at 2004. He said he had prophesied that he saw that people would be naked, walking down the street naked, like 20 years from now, whatever. Man, ain't this true? Naked, like
Close to it.
Oh,
All
well.
right. We want to start the show off. That was good. We started the show off with a powerful quote for entrepreneurs and leaders. We kind of started this last week. So the quote for this week is, it's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. And this is a quote from Bill Gates. What do you think about that, Sam Crow?
I like it a lot, and that's one I would definitely use myself. I'm a big advocate for analyzing. Failures are going to happen. That's part of life there, but trying to find something to learn from it. most people write it off and they just say, oh, well, I failed, I didn't accomplish something. Well, take it a little further, break it down, because I'm sure there's something to be gleaned from the pieces of that failure. There has to be, some nugget of wisdom, some realization of some kind. So try to find the silver lining even in those failing moments, because it's going to help you regardless. And, we apply that, whether it's our shows we're doing, whatever else we're doing there, we look at it, trying to think of it in the context of what went right, what didn't go right, and truthfully, that's kind of how the show started for us. We had a lot of rough patches in the beginning, and we had a lot of questions of. I even said to Big Hoss off the bat, we're going to have a lot of failures off the cuff because this is a whole new experience of us doing this, especially together. So we just have to be able to understand, fortunately we did, where the mistakes were. We corrected them. We still make mistakes too, but we are a lot more adapted to understanding of how to course correct too. We've gotten better with, learning from the early onset of mistakes there. So I think it's very important. I think whatever anybody's doing, whether it's your own business, your own show, your music, your art, whatever your endeavor is, I think this should be a staple for everybody, especially coming from someone like Bill Gates, who has had immense success. Obviously he's well known throughout the world for what he created and came up with. Same, I'm sure Steve Jobs could say something similar. These guys that hit it big there, they will be the first to tell you it does not come easy. And as much as they celebrate the success, I've heard it said before, it's like, we really learned a lot from those early days where we didn't think this was going to go anywhere. Didn't know we had a product. Didn't think, even Bill Gates didn't think Windows was going to amount to anything. I'm sure, Jobs, same thing with Apple. This is an idea. Like, who's going to be crazy enough to market this, which clearly we see today. So I think this should be a business model for everybody, regardless of what it is you're doing. I think it'll serve as an ultimate successor for everybody who applies it.
Yep. All right. SK Mac.
I agree. I think that a lot of the times the failure isn't looked at as a lesson, and I was having a conversation about the school system earlier today, and I think that is deemed true even in education. It's kind of become hard for students to get retained, and in that, what does it tell? It makes a very negative connotation be based around failure. When failure means that there's a concept somewhere that you have not mastered, and you need a little bit more time to develop those skills to master that concept. Whatever it may be, whether it's school, whether it's a business idea, whatever. That's what failure essentially means, that you have not mastered whatever skill set you need for whatever the task is at hand. And if we continue to put a negative connotation to failure, then we'll shy away from it, and then we'll create people who are incompetent but always are praised for the most mediocre things.
Yeah.
I think that's how I want to say that. Yeah.
Think about it some more, but okay.
Yeah. All right. What about UK Ice?
Yep, I used to hear that all the time. Failure is not an option. Well, you get scared. Woo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fail. It's like that was a lie. Because you look at it as like riding a bike, right? So you first get on that bike, you're gonna fall.
Yeah.
Get back on it.
Yep.
So it's like doing the business thing, Well, it's like with anything, man. Even marriage. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna make some mistakes. I rather call it mistakes than failure. Lessons,
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That goes back to what I was just saying. Like, though, you should be able to call it a failure, and like, because it's such a negative. Once again, because it's such a negative connotation around the word failure, we can't even acknowledge a failure for what it is. We have to pacify it. We have to sugarcoat it. It's not a bad thing. It just means that you're still green in whatever area you're trying to accomplish. You're not ready to come off the tree yet there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, and I think it goes back to people's perception of what success really is too, because we know a lot of people they want to be big right off the bat. They want to, they want the moon and the stars like right away. Like there's no stepping stone. It's just all or bust, which in some capacity it can work, but in some cases it might take a little longer. That's why we always say when we talk about it on the show too, you got to set smaller attainable goals, set yourself up, work towards it. It doesn't mean it's impossible, but don't just shoot for the moon all at once. Try to work your way up and then gain that experience over time and see how that continues to propel you forward.
I don't think I would equate that. I think the disconnect for me here is the antonym for failure would not be success for me. The antonym for failure would be mastery, because success does look a lot of different ways, and failure is concrete. It's black and white. Like either you did it or you didn't. Either you got it or you didn't. So for me, the opposite of that would be mastery, because either you mastered it or you failed it. Like I wouldn't equate success to mastery all the time, because there's a lot of different things that could play into one's idea of success. You just said that. So I wouldn't but failure is universal, so to speak. Like if you did not pass a test, that's not a feeling that you failed. If you did not hit the numbers you needed to in business for that quarter, you failed. Like that's concrete. That's not subjective.
But then you have to. But then it begs the question of you have to ask why. Most people want to, take it further. Why? What led to the failure? What did we miss to cusp that achievement?
Yeah,
that's trying to learn the lesson. Of course, you're going to have questions. You're trying to learn a lesson. The failure means that you have not mastered something. That means that you don't have whatever it takes for whatever that lesson is. So it's quite natural for you to form questions after you fail, because you need to regroup so that you can master whatever the concept is.
But people don't get that far a lot of times.
Hold on. How about this? So how about if in a race, right? Only one winner. So what about the other people? How should they feel? Like failures, or they succeeded?
Once again, that go. You said success, and that everybody has their own idea of success. Success for one person could mean I placed in the top 3, whereas success for another person could be I started the race. You know what I mean? So, that's subjective. But when it came down to the black and white of their race, they failed to come in first place, so they did not master the race.
But that's one measure of success too, because success is coming in first place.
Especially if you turn that
that could be synonymous with most people's idea of success. Most people's idea of success in a race would be to come in first place. But some people's idea is really they tore their ACL. They haven't been able to compete for X amount of time. So success for them was just being able to enter the contest and walk in the race or whatever. So success is a little bit more subjective.
Yeah, I guess you could measure both. Like a baby who's trying to walk, they're going to fall a bunch of times, and one day they will stand up longer, but they may fall again, but that's still a success because they did it longer than
that's
the previous
a success, but that's a failure in the area of them trying to walk. They have not mastered the concept of walking.
Yeah,
they're successfully trying. But they have not, completely mastered the concept.
But it's not bad if a baby fall and get up. It's like that's
the whole thing. It's not bad. Failure isn't bad. That's the whole thing. Bad. It's a negative. We put a negative connotation around failure, which allows us to not experience failure and learn from it in a raw and authentic way. when we experience the failure, the first thing we want to do is let's move on to save face because we just took an L. Like, you're supposed to really kind of take some time to assess the situation.
I'm really glad you're not a guidance counselor.
You're a moron. That was very sound advice I gave, and I gave it for free. I gave it free of charge.
That's your opinion. Okay.
Trust me, there are people on the other end of this who are following everything I'm putting down.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that you weren't able to stay on board. Your GPS took you an alternate route, but hey, we all end up at the same place.
I beat to my own drums.
At the same place.
And who rock while in the background?
But you play the piano, so that's terrible.
Not as much as I play drums, so nice try.
All right. That was good. So we do have Eat This, Not That with SK, Mac, and Dini. It's my turn to go. So SK is later on in the show.
Okay.
So for my portion, I have a video to show.
Stop, dog.
And guys, you always know I'm always talking about this. Dang, where did it go? It always does this to me. Okay, maybe this is it. Nope.
Love production errors.
Yep, give me 1 second. I think this
Talk
is
about success and failure, yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
Y'all see, it's the reason why the Most High told us not to eat that stuff, bro. Check this junk out.
I don't want it. Okay, and you guys don't even know what that is. Okay, never even had fish. I threw a rat in there one time and they ate it. It was a dead rat they got off of a rat trap, and I just threw it in there just to see what they would do. They're pigs. They rolled in it and they ate it and fought over this nasty with maggots in it. And I just threw it in there. I figured, they'll just smell it just because it's an experiment. Remember, pigs, if you're eating pig, guys, I can just tell you this. You're making a big mistake. Remember, the pig is the dirtiest animal in the world. It'll eat anything and anything. Remember, a cow only eats grass. Okay? It doesn't eat corn or anything or wheat or soy, but it's a vegetarian. You eat animals, okay, that are scrappers, then you get all the parasites that live in the pig.
Hey, look. Y'all see, it's the reason why the Most High told us not.
So it's called Don't Eat Pork.
I don't mess with that pork.
I was telling my daughter this the other day, and she's like, I don't care. I'm still eating pig. Bacon. I love bacon.
For one, they were wild pigs, so that's one thing. They're not domesticated where they're not force fed, but they're controlled more what they eat technically than what wild pigs would do.
Yeah, that was a little misleading.
Just for one reason. I mean, I'm not saying it's not truthful, but that's just, that's one example.
I think he was more so implying that it is in their nature to eat anything.
Yeah. Most things, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a fabulous ingredient. I mean, it really does a lot. Like, and then the way Asian culture puts their spin on pork. Oh my God, you thought you had a whole nother protein. It's wonderful.
And
now,
hot dogs even New York hot dog. What's in that? Yeah.
I don't know about that. I can't agree to that. I don't eat mixed meat hot dogs. I don't do that one.
It's not all pork.
yeah, I don't do the mixed meat ones. Like give me all of something or another. Don't.
You want all the cow. You don't want just half of it.
Well, I know the hot dog is already the worst parts of meat, the lower ends of meat. I know that. I was a butcher before.
Yep.
Oh, but really? But to combine all of them, it just says to me garbage can food item. Like, I don't know. Like, it throws it off. Like, I don't eat bologna for the same reason.
Where's your sense of adventure, man? Come on now.
Oh, I definitely have that. But, some things aren't adventurous. It's just sloppy.
Really?
It's just sloppy. It's just
Right,
yeah.
We have a try not to laugh moment. This is called Try This Prank Tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm game. Oh, these are great. I saw this. These are great. These are. There's the one. Yeah, that's the other one. That's the one I saw. It's me. This is a good one too. It's me. It is it. This was a really good one. Wait for it. You think I'm playing? Who the heck?
Hey, the last dude had to check the dummy twice.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's the best one. I've seen that one. That's great.
Wow, that jealousy, boy.
I am not a huge fan of that joke. Like, it's so terrible. Like, if you pull that joke on me, you might as well have really done it, because that's how I'm gonna move. Like, that is not a good joke.
So what would you do?
I would treat it as if I actually walked in on this. So now you're single. Like, certain jokes are cool, but to bring that bit of emotion or trauma to a person, to the surface of a person, like mine right then, like in that moment, they actually thought that they watched their lover betray them, and like that's traumatic. And that's not a cool joke. Then you get to see the depths, like, because homegirl, the first homegirl, she gonna be in jail. She whacked a person in her mind. Either that was the stage moment, or that's how she would respond in that moment. Like, she took out a what, 9? What was that?
I think that was a pool stick.
It looked like a golf club, and
a 3-wood.
Wrapped somebody in their temple. Like, I mean, I hate.
We know we're pranking here.
It's always wild to see the reactions. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't stop when I see those videos pop up.
Oh, I'm sure you don't.
That's not a joke that don't play that one on me.
If my wife did that to me, I would just walk in and I would just look. But I ain't finna go swinging no blows. I just don't. I don't know, man.
That now.
I don't believe in it. I just don't. Like,
yeah. I'm all for pranking and I'm all for a good joke, but that's not a good joke.
Move on. Like,
this is not a good joke.
I agree. There's better jokes, but
that one's not a good joke.
Hey, them pranks getting some people.
We know who we're pranking here, though. That's for sure. I got plenty of ideas right now, actually.
Oh, full disclaimer: do not try this at home. Do not try that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't go saying PodzQuad told us to try this.
No, we don't endorse that. No.
Don't try that.
And now your engagement is called off.
That's SK Mac.
Raised a valid point. Yeah, you don't play with people like that.
Yeah,
I mean, you kind of want to know what depth that someone would go in your honor, or for betrayal. But yeah, it's not pretty.
Hey, I don't understand why you run up on the guy, you go check the guy, like your girl cheated. You know what I'm saying?
He pushed her, and she said, "I can't believe you pushed me like that." So he had to check the dude again.
Well, the girls did the same. None of the girls hit the guy.
But he's saying, like, why approach him? Like, it's already done over. Why need to escalate it?
Like if you catch your girl cheating, right?
Right.
Well, why step to the guy? Your girl with him. She cheating, man. It's like, come on, man. You're gonna want to go fight the guy. But what? True. It's like,
because I'll put it like this: you can't believe that your partner did that. So of course
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, you're hurt and emotional, and
of
And
course,
SK
the
be
other person
crying, and I
tricked
mean,
you.
it's
You
a whole
know?
thing.
Yeah.
What?
And
Did he say? Did he wait? Stop. Did that square above me say my name? That square above me said something about me crying.
I
First
said,
of all,
you'd be emotional, you'd be crying. I mean, it's a whole things happen when that happens. Though.
Wait a minute. Who's gonna be emotional and crying about what?
If you were in that position there, if you thought it was,
that's.
Well, I'm saying is Kay saying it wouldn't be emotional, but you would be emotional, right? Because I mean, in the moment of it, it's like
the only way I'd be
listen.
mad.
I have no reason to look at clowns, so I don't even go near the circus. So when I see clown behavior, I go the other way. There's no.
That reminds me. Thank you for that. Yeah, I
you think you want me to you think I'm going to witness my spouse betraying me like that, and the person that they're betraying me with, I already think they got the one up on me, and I'm going to cry in that moment. You are psycho. You don't know me clearly. Like, I don't do embarrassment well at all. So that's definitely not a behavior.
Hey, the only way I mean, at the dude, if I know him.
That's what I was going to ask the next question. Yeah,
that's disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't care for any of that because once again, you're not going to embarrass me any further. Upon me seeing that now you are with that, I don't know what you are, but you're not with me. I have to now go move on and do what I need to do to prepare because I don't know if you got things at my place. If I got things, I just need to hurry up and get this done so I can move on, and do me. Like,
I ain't fighting.
I'm not going to embarrass myself like that. Like that's bananas.
I forgot the clowns. Thank you for reminding me that. I have an idea for you for clowns. That reminds me, actually. Thank you. I forgot about that. So yeah.
No chick. No way.
I wouldn't either. I mean, it's one of those. If it was, it's like same thing. Why get upset? It's
the way I grew up. It's just my mindset.
What's up,
Kelsey?
Thanks for checking out the show.
Kelsey.
Stick around, and try not to laugh. Our next clip is called "No More Interviews This Year."
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
More interviews this year. Oh, not this one. But we can play it. It's called "Don't Tell Mom."
So you don't see. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Okay. All right. Which one is it in? That one.
Oh.
Hey. Oh, we're having a great time. Guess which one it's in. Okay. Close your eyes so you don't see. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Because if you look, that's cheating. Okay. All right. Which one is it in?
That's great.
That one.
That's great.
Great time.
That's one of my favorite videos.
Okay, close your eyes.
That's one of my favorite videos. He could not take that. That was too much stimulation for him at the moment.
Now that's a good joke.
He knew how to get out of Dodge. He just checked out.
I couldn't really see it.
Oh man.
What happened?
So he put some like ketchup on his hand, and then he asked his brother to pick which two. I guess there was a sharp object in it,
like a blade.
He
Yeah,
pounded it, and it was fake.
But he already had it in, so the brother's like,
and his little brother passed out.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. That's funny.
He just passed out. He could not handle that. That was, oh my God, that was funny.
That'd be good.
All right, this one is called "No More Interviews." Oh.
What's your goals for this year?
My goals for this year? Get more money, you feel me? Get my daughter. Yeah.
That piece look mighty good.
It is good. I ain't gonna lie, I got this from up the street. You heard me like,
yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. You all right? God
10
damn.
second rule. Pick him up.
Now.
Pick
Like,
it
come
up.
on, bro. My whole goddamn pizza,
Pick it
yo.
up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
TNG, you feel me? Washington, TNG, you feel me?
Pick it up.
You should go
Hell
to this year.
no.
10 second rule.
10 seconds.
On those
Get
streets.
more money, you feel me?
Talk
Hey,
about
right.
flavor on the street. Yeah.
Get my daughter.
People walk their dogs all the
Yeah.
time.
That pizza is
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
It is good. I ain't gonna lie. I got
You
this from up the street. You heard me? Like,
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's
This
great.
Oh
shit
shit.
hard.
You all right? God
oh,
damn.
that's why I don't like doing interviews now. Like, come on.
You can't walk and shoot. You can't walk and shoot at the same time. I mean,
TNG, you feel me?
My thing is, why he blame the
He
interviewer
said,
for
he
him?
said
Yeah.
this hard. I like that. How many interviews has he done that was really inconvenienced?
What up, Drunk Wizard? Drunk Wizard's not here tonight.
yeah. Sorry, Kelsey.
He may be on later, hopefully, but he's not here for right now. But I'll tell him you said.
Oh
what's up.
goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
Hey,
Yeah, but why did he blame the interviewer for him falling?
I mean, he was mad in that moment. That PC was getting good.
It's only
He
half
was
a
like
pizza.
4
Just eat
slices
it.
in, like,
Just eat it.
oh, you crazy?
you got to be.
You crazy out your mind.
That could be a challenge right there for SK to
No,
whatever
it's
you find on the ground. Yeah.
that's not a challenge I'm partaking
This
Okay.
next clip is called Child Support Blues.
Oh boy.
in.
I have to restart it and unmute.
You shouldn't even be looking at me right now.
What I do, Rudy?
I'm saying, man, you done put my boy on child support. He do so much for you and them ugly little kids.
Don't talk about my kids.
Only one of them is his. Only one of them. You got him out here on child support looking stupid. You got me looking stupid too in front of these white people.
Don't talk about my kids, Rudy. I don't play about my kids.
No, man, I don't play about Terrell. Because if he looking stupid, I'm looking stupid too. Because birds of a feather, they flock together.
But Rudy, you don't know nothing about what's going on.
I do know a lot. That man was sleeping with you and them 35 roaches. And you talking about I don't know what's going on.
You don't know.
I do know what's going on. When he had all them ear fixes, you couldn't figure it out. I was there.
He don't do nothing for his kids, and that's the end of the story.
He can't do nothing for his kids. He tired of sending you money because you keep going and getting all this fake from Peruvian, and your edges still be dry, and your leave out still be showing. So why you keep?
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh, he crashed out because his homeboy got put on.
Yowza.
Yeah, I know somebody recently just got put on child support. He said, "I'm not sending any more money."
Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
I'm like, wow, that's crazy. It shook my head.
Yeah.
That's wild.
My kid's mom didn't put me on child support. That's why when I get rich, she's gonna be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Take care of her. Still, you
That's so funny.
You said she
is-
didn't?
Hmm?
You said she didn't or she did?
She didn't.
No, she didn't.
Oh yeah, man, that's definitely a blessing.
I'm gonna take care of her.
Yeah. Cause man, child support is a trap.
Come on.
I don't have a dog in this fight.
You said you have a dog in this fight?
I don't have a dog in this fight.
Give it time. Give it time.
You got a dog in that background.
We are actually Busy Bone want to do a round table discussion about child support. So that's coming up real soon. You want to bring on some kind of soccer player, some football player. These are like professional players.
Sure.
And talk about this thing called child support.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a very interesting night.
Take plenty of notes, Sean. You're gonna need them.
Oh no,
That's
I have my
coming
own set
soon.
of views that I'd like to contribute. There will be no note taking unless you're taking notes from me.
Oh, I can if you want. I'll send them to you. Yeah, there you go. You might need them in the future. You never know.
I don't think that's an audience out I would be participating in.
So roundtable mean everybody gonna be there in studio podcast.
Is that what that means?
Well, no, I mean we're doing a
Necessarily.
virtual roundtable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll do that when spiritual new energy spiritual center get built. A little hit round table.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But right now we have question from the crowd. Successful brands. Today's question from the crowd is from BMO. Adventure Time, BMO. Anyway, what does it take to make a successful brand? Sam Crow.
Well, best way to do it, we use ours too, is just come up with a good idea and be confident what you have. Plug it, get it out there. Word of mouth is always good. Social media is huge, so if you can spread the word as much as possible, that's pretty much how we did it with the shows. We launched all across every platform we could think of, so that it reached every demographic we could possibly think of. Advertising is always good if you can, depending on, again, what it is specifically. But and just really putting it out there, and no doubts about it. Just be confident before you even launch it. Make sure you have everything lined up for what you need, what you're looking to do with it, what it's for, how it's going to be used, so on and so forth. Even if it takes you a little bit longer, better to have the quality there than try to push something out there. Especially, don't like to use the word competition, but if you need to factor that in, you want to make sure that you set yourself up against, make yourself a cut above the competition or potential competition. So once you have all those things in place, you get that out there, start small. And as we said earlier, it might not shoot through the roof right away, but be consistent with it, keep plugging it, and over time it should eventually begin to, if you can separate yourself and make it known well enough and show the quality that's there too, it can happen for you.
Absolutely. SK Mac.
I feel like we've done this similar one on the platform before, and I think I feel like that because I feel like I'm going to give the same answer that I gave Ben. It's only one thing to building a brand, and that is consistency.
Yeah.
If your brand is going to be known for being cutting edge with fashion trends, be consistent with that. If your brand is going to be known for starting, I don't know, we give you an episode every week at 7:30, be consistent with that. If your brand is to provide a new blueberry recipe every week at our bakery, be consistent with that. Because if your brand is what's establishing your customer base, your viewers, or what have you, and you begin to be faulty on that consistency, then you lose those people who eventually will be paying your bills.
Yeah. Consistency is definitely key. Pastor K Ice.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you 100% how to have a successful brand because I'm not rich yet and I don't have a successful brand yet. So, but I can tell you the foundational steps that you need. You need make sure God in it. You pray and be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Just keep going. That's the one thing I can say.
Yeah. I'll just echo what you gentlemen said. Consistency is definitely the number one thing. Showing up even when you don't feel like it.
Yep.
And I think it depends on what your brand is and what it represents. If it serves people, just remember you're in service of people, and it's not, I'm the boss, so
yep,
I'm denying you service. What if Walmart deny everybody service? It wouldn't be Walmart. So sometimes you got to bend a little bit to make people happy. And in turn, if you make people happy, they'll tell other people, say, hey, they made this right, or I felt this way, I had this experience, and I think you have something similar. For me, with my radio show, that was the number one thing, was the customer service part. was being very attentive to what people actually needed instead of, oh, this is my show, so things go my way how I want. Instead is no, I'm in service of you. So it's what you want and what you need, and hopefully I can fulfill that need and want. That was the whole basis of our radio show, and it's something that I still stick to today. And it works. It works for me. I'm not on TV yet, but I'm getting there. We're headed there. So everything looks good from this point. There were a lot of failures in the beginning, and I still make mistakes. The most important thing is like, why did it happen? And what can I do in the future to prevent it from happening? And if it does happen, do I have a plan to get everything running smoothly? So it's always good to have time where you just think big thoughts,
reflect,
and think deep, and and leave all the distractions behind, because the goal is to do better than you did yesterday. Sometimes it's cool to be stagnant, but I think the overall thing is just growing. And if you're trying to grow your brand, it means you got to be uncomfortable sometimes. You got to do what's necessary to move that needle. And that takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of reflection, a lot of time and effort. So
gotta take chances too sometimes too. That's all part of that.
It is. Can't be afraid to fail. And if you start, stick with it. Stick with it, even if it hurts. Stick with it.
Absolutely.
Stick with it. It'll make you stronger in the end.
100%.
All right. So we have another discussion topic. It's about chance or change. Let's find out. Your life does not get better by, let me take this comment down. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. I know a lot of people right now are counting on hitting the lottery for their life to change dramatically. What do you think about this, Sam Crow?
Yeah, I like this a lot. It's kind of cliche when they say, you're in control of your own destiny sometimes, but you talking with the failure too, that's all part of life coming in. Like, we know it's going to happen. So you have to ask yourselves those questions, if I'm not where I want to be, or if I am, I think some of the personal questions I've asked myself a lot of those, how do I get from here to here? I'm not maybe content somewhere here. You can't just wait around for a chance like the lottery. It could happen, obviously it's 1 in a million a lot of times, literally, but I tell people that too, if you want to do that, like Sean said about mastering it, be the master of your destiny by changing that. Take those steps, figure out what you need to do to make the change. And it's the same thing with the brands too. When we did the brand, when we did the shows for us too, just as an example, Big Hoss and I talked about it. Now, we could have sat and talked about it for a long time when we did, but we also knew we needed the action steps to put it into practice for that too. At one point we're saying, this is great to have it laid out, but it's not going to just happenstance where we have to take the bull by the horns and get things rolling. And, a lot of it too was on him to push me for it too, because I'm like, I don't know, are we ready? Do we do it? Do we need more? And then, where it went from that point, we continued to work on improving it and changing that. So I think that it's important, and I think it's more prevalent for people that if you want to get somewhere, or you want to make adjustments, or you want to get anywhere, and again, it's cliche, but you need to take to control the wheel for yourself and say, you know what, then I can't sit around and let it happen by possible coincidence. I have to make those steps. I have to make those movements. So I think that's huge. I think it's really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Sam? Not Sam Crow, SK Mac.
I'll go again if you want. Nothing.
Your life does not get better by chance; it gets better by change.
I don't know.
Here we go.
The little voices in my head say, "Let's be devil's advocate here."
Of course.
So And I actually, it'd be so amazing how I rationalize things when I do that. It's
Really? Is that what you call it?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm patting myself on the back there. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sure you do all the time.
Yeah. So I think that two things can be true at once. Yes, your life can get better through change, but sometimes there is chance and it can help your life get better.
Agreed.
For an example, hitting the lottery, that was a chance thing, and your life did get better, you know? So I think that two things can be true at once. Now, should you just wait for chance? Well, that depends. If you don't mind sitting in one stagnant place for a while, then that's you. That's your prerogative. But if you would like for your life to get better, change is usually the more probable way to go about making your life better. The chance thing, it's not as probable, but it can. But both of them can make your life better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What about UK Ice?
Yeah. They both can happen, but it's more about the change. But hey, but I was thinking about so the lottery ticket thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it, it kind of got some change in it too, because the guy had to take his money, go purchase it, take some action, and just wait and see what happened. But he kind of took some action to it because he had to pay for it. But I would say more change. You know what I'm saying? If you want to change something, I mean that go for spiritual. Like if you want spiritual riches or physical riches, you got to make that change. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. I was telling my wife, I was like, I want us to be here, but in order for us to be here, me as the high priest of our family, I have to change.
Yeah.
And so I began to do little things that help me change. It's not easy changing. It's not.
No.
When you've done things so long, it's like not a routine, it's just a part of you. It's not a habit, it's just a part of you. And then when you say, okay, you make the conscious decision, I need to change so that I can get here. And it's the hardest thing in the world.
Yep.
The hardest thing. And the toughest part is when I get made fun of for changing or for growing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
People who close to me, hit me with jabs and jokes and comments, and
it's gonna be like that.
It's like, man, I don't want to be the type that change and then be resentful because oh, now you see the vision. Now that we're on top of the mountain, now you see the vision. Now you want to be a part of it. But where were you at when I was struggling and needed shoulders and needed a community, needed people, needed someone to have my back. And yeah, but like I said, man, change is the hardest thing. It's the hardest.
Yep. And we need that help, the Holy Spirit, to help us change.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's yeah. I'll talk about that later. All right. I think sometimes a job can be a chance too, because your position can change, and you have a chance to change your lifestyle, to change your life by just being at a job.
Yeah.
That is definitely a chance and part of change. All right. So next we have Eat This, Not That with SK Mac and Dini. And right now it's SK Mac's portion. Oh, look at that. Sponsored by Amy Eats.
Oh, I think of a chicken restaurant. Every time I see that logo, I think of just like a really bomb chicken tender restaurant.
Yeah, man.
They have their own special sauce. Everybody knows it. It's got a funny little name. It hits. You got to put the little pepper with it. That's what that logo gives me every time.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if this become a thing. You know, you get some chicken, you see this great fellow with a thumbs up. Hey,
eat this.
Eat this.
Don't eat that.
Don't eat
chicken
that.
tenders. But yes, today we're going to talk about sodium bicarbonate. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's baking soda. And baking soda has 100 plus known uses for it. But when we talk about it today, we're going to talk about it in regards to pH level. A lot of people deal with acid reflux from eating high acidic foods, high greasy foods, and they are quick to pop a Tums, they're quick to pop a Rolay, what have you. What's the one? Palisade, OTC, all of those different things. Those are to help soothe your acid reflux. Well, just a bit of baking soda and some water, preferably spring water, can help neutralize the acids in the body. Also, you can put just a bit, and this has been going, I think, viral on TikTok, just a bit of baking soda in your alcoholic beverage, and it'll kill the bite of the alcohol, the bitter of the
Interesting.
alcohol.
Really?
But and some people in the South, when they make sweet tea, they take just a bit of baking soda and they pinch it in there, and it cuts the end dry taste that you get sometimes in sweet tea. When you make it at home, you wonder why it doesn't taste like the restaurant. Well, that's one of the reasons they add that, and it helps cut that bitter bite from the tea leaves. But the one I wanted to highlight the most was the one that actually helps with the acid reflux, because a lot of people suffer from this and they don't even know that you can take a pinch of baking soda, just a really, really small amount, like tip of your fingers, and drop it in a 16.9 ounce bottle of water. And you pretty much have a whole bottle of antacid right at your fingertips. So whenever you're going out and you're thinking that pizza might be a good idea and then it doesn't agree with you later, remember, all you need is baking soda and water. Sodium
I'm going to try that because I have acid reflux at times. I never thought about that. So, okay.
Oh, yeah. It helps. It helps a lot. And then if you have, like, I haven't heard anyone say this in ages, by the way, but sour stomach. Some people get like sour stomach. I don't rightly know what the proper term for that is. I haven't heard anyone mention that, but I used to get it when I was a kid a lot.
I get it too.
You put like a tablespoon of baking soda in water in about 8-ounce glass of water. Tablespoon or a teaspoon? Definitely. No, it's a tablespoon because it's a lot of it. It tastes terrible. I used to hate it.
Does the water have to be warm? Or
No.
It shouldn't have to,
No, you can do it with room temperature water and it'll neutralize their stomach like it works instantly, y'all. It really does work.
So there's this website selling aluminum-free baking soda. Does baking soda have aluminum in it?
Some, yeah.
Yes, a lot of baking soda is cheaply sourced. There are brands like, I can't remember the name of that brand. He does a lot of the natural foods, the natural red oaks, red meals, something like that. That brand, he has a really good baking soda that doesn't contain any of those additives from it being poorly sourced. I did a little research on that brand before, and his is pulled from, I think, the banks of like riverbeds or canyons or somewhere, but it's naturally sourced, and it's like one of the only brands that is sourced that way from what I was reading. So that's a really good brand, but for the sake of you being uncomfortable, Arm & Hammer will work. Your Walmart brand will work if you just want to neutralize the acid and get that terrible feeling off your stomach.
Does it work for, you mentioned sour stomach. I really don't know what that is. I'm sure if I've had it, but it puts me in the mind frame to think that it has something to do with vomiting.
It's like when you're
it's like when your intestines are like really rank and like you have to burp and fart a lot.
You just
and when you do, they are really, really intense. They are really, really foul. Like, and then you
sometimes
can kind
painful
of
too.
feel it. Yeah, you can kind of feel
They're
it
painful
on
yeah,
your stomach too. Like it has a weird little irritation feel.
Yep.
Not too intense, but it just feels like sour. Like
They're
that's the
very
best way to put it in
uncomfortable.
words.
Yep.
Yep. But I haven't heard of anyone having that issue in a very long time.
Yeah, I haven't heard
years.
Like ulcers? Like ulcers?
Ulcers are different, and I don't know how the baking soda water. I would imagine that it would work with it, but I don't know how it'll work with that because ulcers are sores or
Usually
sores where
yogurt for
the
that.
stomach was burned. There wasn't enough mucus to coat the stomach so that it didn't burn. So I don't know how this would react with ulcers. I just want to make sure that that is said plainly. That I
Usually
do
for
not know how
ulcers-
this works with people with dealing with ulcers. I don't
Usually
know
for ulcers, yeah, they say yogurt's the best option for that one there. But
which is weird. Weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is baking soda. Thanks for that.
Anytime.
Okay, Matt.
It's actually my favorite thing, the baking soda, because you can use it for so much.
I'm gonna tell my mom that, but she always using Mylanta, Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, that baking soda, it I deal with acid reflux from time to time. But I like alkalize my body often. I try to keep a balance of alkaline foods to acidic foods. I'm not really good at it, but I'm aware of it. And I try to be conscious of it. When I'm feeling a little bit more acidic, then I know, okay, let's lay off and let's do, other things. But in that, I have tried a lot of different products. And the thing that didn't work for me with a lot of the different products was that I had to keep up with them. And because I don't always deal with acid reflux, I'm not going to have those Tums in my pocket. They're sitting on my nightstand and now I need them. But I may be in the vicinity of baking soda. Like most places you go to, especially if they have a kitchen, they'll have baking soda. And just being out and about, like, it's easier to come by baking soda and cheaper to come by baking soda than it is to come across Prilosec, OTC, Tums, Mylanta, any of those.
And it's more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. I used to have bad acid reflux. I don't have it anymore since I've changed my diet.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
used to wake up like throwing up acid.
Yeah.
Yep, I still do occasionally, sadly.
So I was like, man, you know what? Because one time it just it like burned my tongue, my mouth, my throat so bad I couldn't talk.
I couldn't swallow for a while.
Yes.
Yep.
I was like, man, I got to change my diet. This is not working.
Dang.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
I had my gallbladder removed, so I'm not really supposed to be eating spicy foods, but
you do.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. All right. So I'm tonight's Ask an Expert before we play our game. So here it is. Today's Ask an Expert is me. The question is from Wonder Woman 85. Shout out to Wonder Woman 85. Thanks for the question. What is the hardest truth you had to accept that made you stronger? I was getting ready to say that earlier. And I stopped myself because I knew this question was coming. The hardest truth that I had to accept that made me stronger, and this happened very recently. I reached a period where I felt like I was real lost in what I was doing in life. And I felt like I needed guidance from someone who had it together and was doing everything that, an entrepreneur should be doing. So I reached out online and I asked for a mentor. I said, I'm not afraid to say that I need some guidance. And no one responded. And then I said, you know what? No one's going to come to my rescue. It's all on me to figure it out. I had likes. I had comments. I did have one guy reach out, and he actually called me. But he ghosted me.
No. Yep.
When he asked me, well, what is it that I need? What do you need guidance on? I don't know if he thought I had a shallow answer, but no, I just, because I already had it, you know. I've been living with the feeling of being lost for so long. People were expecting me to lead, and how can you lead if you're lost?
Yep.
So that's what I was feeling like. And yeah, so he ghosted me, and it just hit me like, dude, you're on your own. My dad didn't even, you know, take the answer. My pastoral friends didn't even take up the case. No one wanted to lead me or to guide me. And at first I was like, maybe it's like the music business. You know, I used to be an artist and nobody wanted to manage me because they felt like I knew everything.
Right.
And I didn't.
Nope.
You know, everything was a learning experience for me. But for some reason I could never find a manager, but people wanted me to manage them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, man, nobody's going to come to the rescue, dude. This is all on you. This is all on you. So that was the hardest truth that I had to face. And what I did about that was just, you know, trust myself more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe people are looking at like I do have it figured out when I know personally I don't. And since that's a perception, maybe I should walk into that and lean into getting the knowledge on my own. So that's what I've been doing since that moment that I realized there is no Superman.
Mm-hmm.
There is no Spider-Man, no Cape Crusader, none of that.
Nope.
It's all on me. So there it is. I'm not saying that's everybody's experience, but that's mine.
Yeah.
A lot of people feeling like that right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Like a reset. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. In there. Yep.
I feel like I feel like I'm going through a reset right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like once I realized, like, oh man, so I guess I need to change. Huh?
That goes back to that other. But that's really true. You know, I've had a lot of those crossroads. I'm like, you know what? Instead of getting caught in the same cycle, like, what am I going to do? I mean, what am I going to do? I can't wait by chance, wait around for something to happen. So, you know, if I don't take initiative here, then I'm just going to be caught in that same cycle over and over, which I can't do. I'm tired of being caught in that cycle. So, you know, I got to get myself out of it and figure out how to move forward.
Yeah, there's a quote from Winston Churchill: "If you don't learn anything from history, it's going to repeat itself."
You repeat it over and over. You're doomed to repeat it over and over and over. Yep.
I know that's about war and, you know, running a country, but I think that works in the personal.
No, it's pertinent. I use that all the time to tell people, you know what? It's kind of like, you could also say it's like learning from your mistakes. If you don't learn from those, you could repeat the same patterns over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And I had friends do that too. You know, it's not to make me smarter, but I'm like, you know, if you don't learn those experiences, you could get caught up in that same vicious cycle, you know, over and over again. Whether it's, you know, good or bad, whether you're caught up, like I've had friends struggle like with, you know, addicting, like with drugs and things like that, trying to get off. But like, if you don't, you can fall right back into that pattern. You know, it's when do you realize, like, or when do you take that charge of, you have to change that. Otherwise it's the same story, just, you know, going back again, and you're not moving forward. You're constantly cycling back.
Yeah. Hey, 2024 just gave that energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, after this election, we get in our minds like, okay, we see.
Like great reset.
Yeah, a great reset, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, my back.
Okay, it is almost what it is game time. Right here. SK Mac just dropped off.
See if he pops back in.
Uh-oh.
He looked like he wanted to say something.
Did. Could feel it.
Okay, K-Ice. And Dini. So we'll give him a minute just in case he wants to pop back in. Yep, there he is.
Sorry, y'all.
You're back.
But I kept making those weird faces because the intro was playing on a loop in my ear, and I could
Really?
hear it at the same time. Yeah.
You know why?
Maybe I know why.
Maybe somebody called you.
No, I accidentally opened TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. All right, it is game time. Tonight's game is So You're Not an Idiot. And our current champion is the one and only SKY.
Of course.
Very apropos there, yeah.
So let's get to it. Oh, the order is Sam Crow, K-Ice, SK Mac, followed by Dini. 1980s general knowledge. What do you know?
Let's go.
All right.
Bring it.
You're up first, Sam Crow.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Are you ready for this 80s quiz?
80s quiz. That's wild.
What iconic portable music player was introduced by Sony in 1980?
Walkman.
Walkman, yes indeed. What popular arcade game yellow character was released in 1980? K-Ice.
Pac-Man.
There you go.
I believe you're right. SK Mac, who released the hit song Like a Virgin in 1984? That is right.
Come on, man.
What band sang the popular song Sweet Child of Mine?
Oh, come on.
Journey?
No.
Guns N' Roses.
And who played the character Marty McFly in the film Back to the Future? Sam Crow.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. Yep.
Okay, Ice. Which actor portrayed Indiana Jones in the Indiana Jones film series?
Harrison Ford.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
SK Mac, what long-running sitcom debuted in 1989 featuring a group of friends living in
Friends.
New York?
At least let him finish it.
I mean, I know these. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll see how much more. Yeah.
Which animated TV series premiered in 1989 following the adventures of a yellow dysfunctional family?
There you go.
Sam Crow, what popular music video channel launched in 1981?
Would that be MTV?
Yep.
No.
Okay, K-Ice, which famous space shuttle exploded shortly after launch in 1986?
Discovery.
No. It's Challenger.
1986.
Wow.
SK Mac, which artist had a hit single called Billie Jean
Michael Jackson.
in 1983?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you're getting nervous, Sam Crow.
Power ballad, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Oh, come on. Cyndi Lauper?
Yeah. There you go, yeah.
No, Bonnie Tyler.
Really? Wow.
We both were wrong.
Who directed the film E.T., Sam Crow?
Steven Spielberg.
Yep.
Dang, Dini, you got two wrong. That's unfortunate.
No, man.
This your year.
What was the highest grossing film of 1980s? K-Ice.
K-Ice.
E.T.
Yep. SK Mac, who became the president of the United States in 1981?
George Bush. George Bush.
Ronald Reagan.
Dang. It seemed like Reagan was so long ago.
Hit single Living on a Prayer in 1986. Guns N' Roses?
No!
Bon
Jovi.
Jovi.
My God!
All right, Sam Crow. What song from Rick Astley become a global sensation in
Never gonna
1987?
give you up.
That's not it.
Never gonna give you up.
Nice
You're
try.
so whack.
Okay, it's who sang the rock anthem Force and
He gone.
He gone.
Oh.
That's Def Leppard though.
It is.
I'm back in.
All right, we'll give you the
Okay.
next one. This is yours. Which film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1982?
Well, I'm to guess. I'm gonna say Rain Man.
It's K Ice's question.
Or it's
Oh,
my
was
question?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
SK Mack. In what year did Berlin Wall fall?
You don't know it.
86.
No, 89.
Ah.
What city did the tragic nuclear disaster strike take place? Japan.
No.
Chernobyl. Where it is. Yeah.
All right.
Sam Crow. What 1890? You can read that.
The Little Mermaid. I know the answer, but there you go. Save you the
No,
time.
you don't.
Yes, I do. I've seen it. I grew up watching that. Before
You're
you
so
was
whack.
born. Before you was
Hey,
born.
Ice, what is the color of Marge hair in The Simpsons?
Yellow.
No.
Not yellow?
Blue.
Oh, damn, I'm thinking about her skin.
SK Mac, what is the name of the bartender in The Simpsons?
Mo.
Okay. What is the name of Ariel's father? King Triton.
No, it's King Atlantic.
Nice try.
Okay, Sam Pro. What is the name of Ariel's fish friend?
Flounder.
It's not. It's actually Scuttle.
No, he's the seagull. Nice try. I've been around longer than you have.
Hey,
Of course you have.
played Gertie and the little sister in E.T.
Really?
Drew Barrymore.
There you go. Yay.
SK Mac, who is the famous singing Hey Mickey?
Bonnie Tyler?
Yeah.
Tony Basil.
Oh, and I know that song.
Then released the album Synchronicity featuring Every Breath You Take. The Police.
I don't think so.
Yo.
It is.
Sam Crow, who sang the theme song for the 1985 James Bond film A View to Kill?
I'm gonna go with Duran Duran.
I mean, that's a safe guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Ice, which country won the FIFA World Cup in 1982, defeating West Germany in the final?
Italy?
Good
Yeah.
shot. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, he watched
what
it.
gaming system introduced Super Mario in The Legend of Zelda?
Nintendo.
Get this wrong. Yeah.
I can do what I want.
The other ones didn't even exist yet.
What disposable product did Johnson & Johnson introduce in 1987? Gloves?
Negatory.
What?
Contact
lenses. Yep.
Sam Crow, according to the hit 1981 song by Tommy Two Tone, if you dial 867-5309, you will reach a woman called
Michelle. Jenny. I can't. I cracked the pressure.
What 1985 John Hughes film features a group of high school students all forced together for Saturday detention? Hey, Ice.
Come on,
Oh, The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
SK Mac, what is the baby's name on The Simpsons?
Maggie.
Please. Child, please.
Who was the best F1 driver in the 1980s? Wow. John Watson?
No.
Oh.
I would, yeah.
Sam Crow, who won the 1981 Premier League?
You don't know.
Manchester United.
No.
That's the one. Aston Villa.
Okay.
Dang. I wish you would. I ain't going to say nothing else.
Where was the 1980s Summer Olympic held?
Greece.
No.
Sounds about right.
Moscow. 1980 went the hockey team.
SK Mac, the Voyager 1 spacecraft launched by NASA in 1977 made the closest approach to which planet in November 1980?
I think Jupiter.
Saturn.
Wrong.
Who had 80s hit called If I Could Turn Back Time and After All? Cher.
If I could turn back time.
That's Sandy. Oh.
Yeah, no, Cher.
Sam Crow, what was the name of the civil unrest that erupted in South Africa Township in 1980?
How do you say it? Dip salute? Oh,
No.
so that was my other guess. I don't know. I can't. Yeah.
Okay, Ice, what album did Prince release in 1984?
Purple Rain.
Purple
Rain.
Purple Rain. SK Max, sci-fi adventure comedy directed by Robert
Zemeckis.
Back to the Future.
Wow.
Okay. Princess Diana was considered to be a fashion icon in the 80s. Yeah. Fashion icon, Steve. Sam Crow, what was the first commercially available mobile phone?
Ooh, a Nokia 8110.
Motorola.
I knew it.
Okay, Ice, Miracle on Ice was known as what in the 1980s?
Ice hockey game.
Yep. The U.S. beat the Russians, 1980. Yep.
SK, the 1980s cartoon featuring tiny blue humanoid creature.
The Smurfs.
Yeah.
If you miss one more, we're tied.
DuckTales.
No, that's not it.
I think it's it is.
Yeah.
Sam Crow. This animated series followed the adventures of 4 turtles trained in martial arts.
That would be the Turtle Adventures. Ninja Turtles, sorry. Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
Ninja Turtles. I read them wrong. Ninja Turtles.
You completed the quiz. Thank you so much for playing.
Okay, so we don't actually have to keep going because it was almost a blowout. Okay, here are the scores. Sam Crow with
the blowout
12. K Ice with 9. Dini with 8. And SK Mac with 9.
I had more than 9.
No,
nice try.
Dang. If my mom ain't called me and messed me up, she
Sure, blame it on mom, why don't you?
Wow.
I'll tell her you said so.
Well, our new champion is Sam Crow.
Who cares?
Okay.
Congratulations, Sam Crow.
Congratulations, Sam.
All right. So finally, we want to end the night with the New Energy Spiritual Center submission by Pastor K. Ice. He shares Pastor Omar Thibeaux, a clip called Hurt by Helping. So let's check this out.
You know, sometimes you can hurt people by helping them. God was trying to get Sodom and Gomorrah right, and Abraham got in the way. That's what I see in that. Prophetically, who you helping on? And are you praying, asking for God for wisdom? Because sometimes you could take them in when God want them out. You could be providing when God want them broke. You could be feeding when God want them hungry. You could be saving them when God want them to feel lost. He's trying to bring them to a breaking point, but you holding them up from getting there. We got some parents that's stopping their children from being saved. You know, sometimes you can hurt.
Yeah, he wanted to discuss this. Sometimes helping people, you're actually hurting them. Pastor Cash, you can start off first.
Yeah, sometimes you could be like if God trying to teach them a lesson, and you know you let's say I'll use the best one, like a financial, maybe like you say, maybe God want them to be broke at that time because He's trying to get them somewhere, and then you give them money, and you kind of maybe mess up, get them off track. Like that, you know, that could be an example. But yeah, I believe that. I believe and like he said, we should pray before we help somebody. You know, not like you see a bum on the street, you know, you actually put some change and you pray. Nah, before you give them. I mean, you could if you want to, but at that moment, that'd be like a quick thing. But I think more like a family member, a friend, somebody that you know. You know. What else he said?
But listen, I'm conflicted on that one. Because what if you don't have time to pray? Like this person really needs you in this moment. It's life or death. And you think you're doing the will of God by helping, because the Bible do say if your brother comes to you with a need, you should feel that need.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
So,
well,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, you say when you don't have time to pray. I mean, with a friend or a family, you kind of have time, but I mean, like,
Okay, all right. So let me put this in context. So, what if my homie calls me, say, Dini, my lights about to get cut off. I need $300. Can you spot me? And I need it now.
You know what I'll say? Hey, hold on, let me call you right back. Let me see what I'm not saying no. Yeah, just let me call you right back. Let me just. That's a little like, whoa, you need it right now. You need. Oh, slow down now. You know, unless you really got it like that, then it's like whatever. But if you ain't got it like that, you gotta say, hold on now. Let me think about this right quick. You know, let me hit you right back. But if, like I said,
my brother, my blood brother, could call me right now and ask me, and I wouldn't even think about it. It's an automatic. It's an automatic.
If you got it, yeah.
I mean, even if I didn't have it.
It all depends on the situation. You gotta think. Hey, hold on. Let me see. Hold on now. And then you know, it might be 5 minutes. Just let me think right quick. You know. But if I got it, whatever. If I ain't got it, man, hold on.
But there's still the part where helping them may be hurting them because they're supposed to be broken in this moment. So I guess when you go through circumstances, sometimes brokenness means that you have to be put back together and be put back together the right way so that you can recognize that you need God in these moments. There could be, I mean, who's know what lesson there is for the person? You know, it's between them and God.
Right.
But you don't know that.
Right.
Very true.
Hey,
you just don't want the conscious, you know, like, oh man, I can't help you right now, even if I could, you know.
Oh, okay, just hit me. Nah,
Okay.
because let me tell you now. Hey, sometimes my own mama called, go do this like right now. Like, I was like, whoa, slow down. My baby mama do that because women, they like to just now. So it's like, whoa, slow down, hold up. And guess what? A lot of times God tell me, no, don't do it. I don't do it. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I would have rushed out and go just because. Hold on, slow down, and come to find out they didn't much needed it right then and there. It's like it worked out perfectly. It's like, wow, I'm glad I listened. So it's like you gotta have some strong discernment, you know what I'm saying, and just hold on. Let me think. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to say, hey, hold on. You know, my mom do that all the time, man. I gotta be like, hold on. You know, and you know. Sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. I'll be like, damn, I'm glad God stopped me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you can't always prioritize other people's problems.
yeah, man.
True.
Come on, hey, let me tell you, man. I got a lot of peace in my life. The when I don't have peace, I notice it come from like other people problems coming on me. See what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it's like,
yeah.
dang.
I'm that way too, man. I'm very peaceful.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
have problems. It's other people who put their problems on me.
Yeah. And you know, and guess what, Dini? You know, God making us stronger like that. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? He making us stronger, but it's like, dang. You know, but anyway, that's how we get our spiritual muscles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be in those situations. So it's all good. But man, but hey, that's why I try to stay solo a lot, you know, because like it's sad, but dang, that's the only way you just really stay peaceful.
Yeah.
That's true.
Especially in these times, it's like, I mean, it ain't really used to be like that, but
No.
these days,
Changed.
yeah, man, like golly.
What do you think, Sam Crow?
Yeah, no, I agree with that too. I mean, it's hard because I'm one of those types too. You know, I'd like to go out and help everybody. You know, do everything I can there. You know, sometimes, you know, what's the old saying is, you know, the best intentions are there, but sometimes it doesn't help, or sometimes, you know, depending on the situation, what it is, you know, you might do more harm than good. Unfortunately, not that it's what you're trying to do, but you know, I think it's just hard, and I think that's the point too. Is, you know, this day and age, it's so difficult, and especially when you live in a culture like ours where everybody's pretty much out for themselves. In a lot of cases, you notice that a lot of times where you go, and when there's, you know, there was a time when, like we say, you didn't have to lock your doors. You could trust your neighbor had your back.
Yes.
You know, now you got to worry about, I don't even know if I know my neighbor. I don't know what, you know, it's a whole different ball game now. So, you know, I think that plays a lot of it, but you know, it's important though. And kind of like to Dini's point earlier, we were sharing about the Ask the Expert question. You know, sometimes when people are in need, though, I think it's at least important to be open to be as much available as possible. Doesn't always mean you're the right person for that pick, but maybe sometimes, you know, I've had instances where I've been put in positions where I feel like the Lord led me there saying, you know what, it's for me to be here, just to be a sounding board for somebody. You know, it wasn't my intention. It was just, I was right place at the right time, and it wasn't, you know, up to me. So, you know, I always tell people I'm always approachable. I get people that come off the street talk to me, people that are random. I don't know people. So apparently my personality is I'm just very approachable. So people will do that. But I try to at least be open to listening and helping where I can, and trying to, you know, not go over the top, but try to at least do something, you know. And a lot of times I'll say I feel like it's not enough, but at least it's something. So I think we at least have to be open to that, and have that willingness, that heart to do that, which I think a lot of us do. Yeah, and not expecting anything in return too for that. It's strictly just because you want to do good, because of the goodness and the good nature that you have there. So I think it's important to try to be open, and especially when there's no time, because we all know time is so fleeting, where you know, we just to find a minute to really do anything, so it can be hard to say make time, more or less. But
yeah,
I just think we have to at least be open to that, and you pray about it, lean on it, and a lot of times those, you know, the Lord opens those doors where you say, I don't think I have time. Well, here, He'll find it for you. So as long as you're willing and able to go and be available, I think that's the very, very important piece of that equation.
Absolutely. SK Mac, what do you think?
It's really something you have to use a lot of discernment with, because you don't want to remove someone's struggle sometimes, because it's just like with teaching a lesson.
Struggle is good.
Like when I teach lessons in school, I tell my students, don't take another student's learning moment. So sometimes that struggle is just that, you know what I mean? And you gotta use your own discernment to know if it's appropriate or if it's not to intervene.
Right. Yep.
And sometimes you make mistakes, and sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. But I mean, that's a tricky kind of space to navigate. You'll
Yeah.
never fully know if you're doing the right thing or not.
True.
So you just have to use signs. I use a lot signs to dictate a lot of different things in my life when I don't know. I say, um, if this goes this way, then it was meant for me to do it. And if this goes this way, then I act on it.
Yeah.
But you just got to use your own flip a coin system, so to speak, to determine that.
Yep, that's how I live by signs a lot.
Yeah.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it goes back to the scripture, pray always.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're always praying, you'll never miss a beat.
Yep.
Okay,
Very true.
noted. All right,
Stop,
guys.
gentlemen.
Yeah. Very informative show tonight. We'll be back next week. We will not have a Thanksgiving episode. We're actually, we're gonna take that night off to spend it with. Actually, SK Mac will be in my home
I
Thursday.
sure will.
Cooking along with my wife
I'm
and
smoking a brisket.
When
their
that next
other
week?
best friend. No, the week after
2
next,
weeks.
I believe.
Yep.
Yep. It's gonna be exciting.
Be traveling from Dallas to Mississippi. Met up
Yes.
with my wife and their other best friend, so it'll be good times here.
Well, I'll be cooking and they'll be watching. They just don't know it yet.
Okay.
See, they're under the impression that all you guys are doing is like collective effort because
Ariel
it's gonna
knows
be so
better.
fun.
Amy has
Now
to
I
learn.
got to be a fly on the wall for this. Now this is
Yeah.
gonna get good.
You think Amy's gonna sit on the side? Well, she may.
She, I'm very convincing, Dini.
Okay.
I'm very convincing.
I'm just gonna
So
say I have nothing to do with any of that. I'm
I was
just
gonna
gonna
say
be
for
like,
Dini, my suggestion is
damn
just stay out
crow.
of the kitchen.
Yeah,
Just stay
I'm
out of it.
saying.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
will not eat the day before so that I can be,
Yes. Now that you do, you prep
yeah.
for the occasion.
Oh
That
yeah.
is appropriate.
Yeah.
Yep.
See me, I can eat one meal and I'm set for the entire day.
Yeah, I can be like that sometimes too.
Yep.
Hey, y'all ever ate turkey?
Huh?
Turducken, is that what you're trying to say?
No, turkey. The
Tofurkey.
is veggie turkey. It's like
Oh no, I've never heard. I had
No.
it. I've heard of it. I just
Uh-uh.
haven't heard it pronounced that way.
No.
yeah, y'all taste too good. It's all right.
I prefer the real thing. Yeah. No tofu. No meat substitutes.
For real.
I thought you was talking about that thing from the regular show. Turducken or something.
Turducken. That's good too. That's good too.
I remember watching Paula Dean make a turducken
Mm-hmm.
when I was growing up.
Yep. I think everybody saw that episode.
Oh, Paula Dean.
Yeah, I hate she got wrapped up in the thing that she did because I thought she was amazing, but
I mean, Martha
I
Stewart
can be
bounced back.
wrong. Now I love Martha Stewart.
Yeah,
Martha Stewart didn't say the
bounced
N
back.
word. Martha Stewart didn't say the N word though.
Oh.
But she did go to jail.
That's
so.
why Paula Dean. Oh,
She said
yeah,
the
I
N word. Yeah, she
forgot.
said that. That's what made national headline. Yep.
Yeah,
On the
Paula.
air.
See, I have a
And-
short-term memory. I forget people's,
She said the N word. That's why.
Yeah.
She did. Yep.
And that's why she
That's
got
what
the
happened to Paula Dean.
She said it like on the air too. She said it publicly. So, and I think it was definitely in the wrong context too.
I don't know if she said it publicly. I know that they had said that she would say it behind closed doors to one of her black friends. Apparently, that was a running joke they had or something.
Well, no, it got out in an article. I guess she said something, and it was published in something or other because it came out exactly quoted what she said, which I don't think it was supposed to come out, but it slipped anyway. So
yeah,
it got released. The media jumped on it real quick.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Humans are a trip because we call each other nigga all day. Boy, don't let nobody else say it. And it's just,
I guess I'm gonna have to be a trip, K.I.S. We're gonna differ very hard right there.
Hey, it's just like Haitians, right? We can call each other
certain things, but don't let nobody else call us that.
Exactly.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's for the members. It's a members only type thing.
Me
That's why I said
personally,
we're
I don't care. I don't care.
No.
I don't care
You
about
can
none
you
of
can
that
call
stuff.
me whatever you want. If I answer to it, that's my fault.
Yeah.
And if I get upset, that's my fault. I must be one.
Hey, if I get
But
called a cracker, it's not going to bother me. Hey,
I'm gonna say this. Just don't say it in my space.
Hey man,
I'm not that one.
Okay.
man, that jump out. Hey, I'm too caught up in that jump, man. It's
yeah,
crazy.
I don't get caught up in that either, man. Words are words, you know.
Humans, man. Hey, humans, we're a trip.
Humans are funny, you know.
We are the most complex creatures that God put on the face of this earth for a very important reason. So you see what the uniqueness is there too. So
Hey, and we all hate each other. Hey, I remember I was doing Uber, right? And the Spanish.
We all hate each other.
Hey, yeah.
He says lovingly. He says lovingly.
That's funny.
Hey, I'm Ubering this Spanish girl. She was like, "Hey, you know what I love about y'all blacks? Y'all stick together." And I'm like, "Huh?"
Right. What?
I'm like, "No, I said we say that about y'all. Like,
yeah,
and stick together." And like, man, you see how that is? It's like they think it's some way, and we think another way. We're like, we don't stick together, and they thinking that we don't stick together, but we were looking at y'all like y'all stick together. It's just
I
like
would have said, "Yep, we stick together like white on rice." There you go.
Hey, white people too. They fight each other.
Yeah.
Humans, man.
I love people though, so I don't. Yeah.
That's what we do. That's humans' nature. That's you put a bunch of humans in a cage. Eventually, they're gonna fight. I don't care. You can mix them all up or put the same people. They're gonna fight.
Hey, it's a sinful world for a reason. So
exactly.
We just that's very interesting.
It is.
We humans are very complex and
no, we're not. We like to think we are. Very simple.
Yeah, I mean, there's a simple rule to everything. Just love everybody. You know?
On the verge of death at any given moment. Fragile.
Yeah.
Simple.
When you think of it that
some
way,
of us more than others.
Life is very interesting.
I'm impervious to it. I've said it before on this network.
Yeah.
I like to look at us like how the animals are in the jungle. You know, you watch them, you see how they behave. They do a lot of the stuff we do. It's like, oh, what the
man? Especially cats. You ever watch cats together?
Yep.
One minute they hugged up together. Next they push each other off the ledge.
Oh, we did. We watched K Ice's cats. I still have that image in my mind. So
Oh man, hey, Leo got a big gangster wound on his leg. He got into a fight. It's one of those big cats attacked him. I know it. He got scratches on his nose, big cut on his arm. I'm like, oh man, he's limping, but he doing all right though. But they'd be out here fighting, man.
Nature.
Mess Leo up.
I've seen deers fight.
And if you think about it, here's an interesting point too. Before the fall of man, all the animals in creation lived together in harmony.
Yeah.
After the fall, they started fighting each other.
Exactly.
Eating each other.
Fighting.
Yep. But at one time, they all lived together. Every single beast.
So sin affected everything.
Yep.
Everything.
So y'all trying to say that everybody need to go back vegan? That's what I hear. That's what I made out of that.
We
you
will.
Gotta
we
rethink
will.
your life choice there. Yeah, there you go.
In the afterlife.
Yeah, we will.
But you know,
I just heard y'all say y'all going vegan. That's what I heard.
Not me. No, I'm a vegan. I'm a carnivore. No way.
Hey, you know, humans, we're like a shell, right?
Water.
And we could easily act like animals without the mind of Christ, the mind of God, because if you look at no disrespect, but if you look at like third world countries and how they be like acting like those videos they be showing, like all they do is eat food, have sex, and sleep, and that's that. I mean, that's the life. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's, some of it be looking a little animalistic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could happen to America. Let them take all the food away and this and that. We're gonna go get an animalistic mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Well, remember the story about King Nebuchadnezzar, right? When he lost his mind and he ate grass like cattle.
Yes. Yeah. So, boy, that's
Could
why.
happen here. Yep.
That's why he said, "Get the mind of Christ."
Yep.
So
Every
we
day.
should think better. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Think more
Clear.
human. Think
Clearer
more
mind.
godly.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good point. All right, guys, that is our show for tonight. This is episode 104. Another awesome episode in the bag. Come back next week. We have a hot or not segment. One of my homegirls sent me a video. It's very political.
Oh boy.
So she wanted me to play it and wanted to get our take on it.
All right, buckle up.
I do have to warn you, there's a lot of profanity in it, and she is half naked.
Okay, it's all good.
Good to know up front.
Yep,
Disclaimer warning. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is a disclaimer, but it's very political. She is standing up to her election choices and how she feel as a woman in this world. So I didn't watch the video yet. I've seen a little bit of it. I'll take that back. Yeah, and I was like, "Do you mind if I play this on the show?" She said, "That's why I sent it to you for. So you can play it on the show. Is it hot or not?" I said, okay.
This is gonna
we will decide.
This is gonna get scandalous. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. So hopefully the rest of the squad here, especially Poegosi, like he loves this segment, hot or not. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Thanks for checking out the show. Whether you're live with us or you catch the playback, it's all love, and we appreciate that either way it goes.
Every time.
I'm Dini and the homies, Sam Crow, K-Ice, SK Mac dipped out, but I'm sure he's telling you guys goodbye as well. And we'll see you all next week.
Next week. Till then, see you guys.